Starting in a tabletop, we'll find a bit of motion here and maybe slowly start to make our way to standing. But as you arrive in this shape, I want you just to explore what kind of motion feels good. Maybe you're peeking over one shoulder and then the other. Maybe you've moved through a few rounds of cat and cow, so belly dropping, gaze lifting, and mixing it up. No wrong or right way to move. I want you just to close the eyes to notice where your hands, your knees, your shins, or toes meet the earth. And give your body an opportunity to ask you to move. Maybe you circle up the hips. Maybe you're like, I come to a class, so you tell me what to move or how to move. I don't want to pick myself. That's okay. I had a teacher who, my very first yoga teacher, she always said, now let's do some spontaneous cat-cow, which I thought was cute because it was like planned spontaneity. But also I hated it because I didn't want to be doing something that wasn't what everybody else in the room was doing. And I think as I get more comfortable with my yogic practice, I'm starting to understand that one of the reasons that we just explore so many shapes, so many breath patterns, so many mindfulness exercises is so that we learn what does your body like and need, and can we cultivate the skill of getting better at listening to what our body's asking us to do. So find whatever weird movement you need. And when you're ready, let's meet in tabletop. Can you start to turn the fingertips towards your knees? Heels of the palms might touch the earth, they might not, doesn't matter. Our goal is pressing those heels down, pulling the shoulders back ever so slightly, and finding a stretch in the forearms. Again, you can stay right here, gently sitting the bum towards the heels. Maybe it's just a centimeter or two that it moves. Or if it feels better in your body, you might start to wiggle it left and right, just shifting almost like you're kneading little cat paws, making biscuits on your mat, one side to the other. What feels better today? And then nice and slow, one hand at a time, turn your fingertips back to face that short edge of your mat. And this time we'll get into the extensor muscles on the outside of your forearm by taking the back of your hands down to the ground. So I'm placing the backs of my hands on the mat. My fingertips are facing in towards each other. I'm in a tabletop shape. If right here, pushing the backs of your palms down feels like a big stretch down the outside edge of your forearm, cool. Stay. If you want a little more, start to curl your fingertips into fists. Maybe gently peeling your knuckles away from the earth. Yeah. You push into the back of the hands, look for some length behind the forearms. And then maybe elbows bend, chest lowers a bit. Press into the back of the hands, start to find a bit more length. And then a little lower. Last time, press, lengthen, lift. Bop it, twist it, pull it, and we'll come off. You can come into a kneeling position, toes curled, bum sitting back is going to be a big stretch for the bottom of the feet, tops of the feet down, or if a cross-legged seat feels better, do that. Just to gently shake the hands out. Might roll the wrists out. Yeah, if you're having a great time with that wrist stretch, stay there. All good. And then let's interlace the fingers. Palms are facing down, elbows out wide. And just start to make this little wave. Wee, wee. Can you switch directions with that wave? Ooh. Not entirely convinced that is actually something different, but here we go. And when you're ready, flip the palms up to the sky, reach the arms up. Big breath in. Now exhale, take the hands to the back of the head, elbows out wide. Gently tuck the chin in towards the neck. Elbows might start to peel in. This is a stretch for our suboccipital, so that group of muscles at the base of your occiput bone of the skull, the very top of your neck. Big breath in. Exhale, you might let the spine round just a little bit more. Gentle pressure on the head. And inhale, lifting it back up. And roll the shoulders out. Okay, we're going gonna do something weird here. Can you set your right foot in front of you, knee is bent. Sorry, right shin in front of you, knee is bent out to the side. Rotating your chest towards that right leg. Lean back, back, back. Can you start to, or sorry, lean over to the right. Can you start to float that left shin away from the ground? Cool. Let's sweep it around and in front. Plant that foot down in front of your right shin. Whew. Okay, we're gonna do that a few more times. Lean to the right, sweep that leg out to the side, plant the shin down. Getting into mobilizing this back hip. Lift it up, sweep it through, plant the foot knee up to the sky. Sweep it out to the side, set it down. All right, this time watch me first. We're gonna see how this works, okay? I'm gonna sweep that leg through, hands reach back. As I plant the foot, I'm rolling to lift up to my little, I don't know what this is, little seated kneeling type position, okay? We'll start from that deer pose. Float your left shin, sweep it forward and through. You can use your hands to help. I'm taking my arms back. Throw them forward, plant the foot, lift up. Nailed it. Beautiful. Shift into that left foot, engage the core, lean the chest forward, push, 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 lift high on your back knees, plant your back toes. We're in a lunge. Ooh, looks like this. Good stuff. Arms reach up. Big breath in. And exhale, sweep those hands around the back. I'm high on my back toes. Right heel is pushing back, left knee is pushing forward. Draw shoulder blades together, lift the chest and chin. And exhale, tuck the chin around your spine. Hands might pull away from the hips. A strap between the hands is a really nice option here. I'm going to use this cat toy. You know, you spend $40 on a cat toy, and instead Harvey's favorite cat toy is this. It's a dollar store mouse on a shoelace. So you never know. Big breath in. And nice and slow, start to step that right foot up to the left. We'll keep our hands behind us, shoulder blades rolling back. Inhale, lift the chest and chin. Exhale, start to fold it forwards. Hands again can pull up and away from the back. And it jingles too, what fun. One more breath. And nice and slow, let's make our way up. Okay, set your strap aside or release the hands. Pressing into your right foot, step your left foot back. Hands on the hips. Gently, 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 gently start to set that back knee down. Untuck those toes. Take your hands, they can come down to blocks or the earth, anywhere that's going to support you, or you can try to do this with no hands. We're transitioning back to that deer pose. So I'm thinking about sweeping my left knee all the way around and to the side. Looks like this. I'm going to engage my core, start to float that left foot, sweep it out, 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 out. Take it back. I use my hands to help. Woo. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Wow, glorious. Lean back, hands plant behind you. Can we start to draw the legs in front? Maybe float. Why am I in the plant? All right, here I am again. Press into the hands. Maybe float your shins. Or maybe it's toes on the earth, heels floating. Engage your core. That's navel drawing in and up. Oh, did you do core yesterday? You don't want to do anymore? We support that. Maybe hands reach forward. Squeeze the shins together. Option, shins come more parallel to your mat. Little bit of engagement in the low belly, needs a slight rounding. Navel draws in and up. Option, extend the legs a little longer. Just options, never requirements. Big breath in. And exhale, we're coming into that deer pose. Left knee comes in front, right knee sweeps out to the side. Lifting chest and chin. We'll start to find that little lean over to the left. Float your right leg away from the ground. Yeah. Sweep it forward. And then sweep it back. Tricked ya. Haha, Kyle. Tap it down. Inhale, lift the chest, nice long spine. Float the shin. Just a teeny sweep forward. And back. Tap it down. Push into the hand, get nice and long through the spine. Roll it forward. This time we'll plant the foot knee up to the ceiling. Maybe we try, like Justine, look, no hands. Hands can come through heart center. Little float, Take the leg out to the side, tap it down. Ooh, this is fun. Push into the left side of your glute, get long through the spine, take it up, plant, and back, tap it down. This time we're gonna make our way into that kind of half standing position. Lift, sweep it forward and through. My arms are coming back and then reaching forward to help me lift my way up. Nailed it. Glorious. Amazing. Hands can come to hips for support. Step that left foot back. Ooh, I kind of hopped it back to get into my lunge. Right knee reaches forward, left heel pushes back, tall through the spine. Hands reach up, big breath in. And one more time, you might grab that strap behind you or interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest and chin. And exhale, we're starting to fold it forwards. Hands might pull up and away from the spine, or they can rest against the low back. If hands interlacing or holding onto a strap doesn't feel good, hands on hips is always an option as well. Big breath in. Might sigh it out. Want to make this a nice and controlled little lift or step up. So just lean into your right leg, push into your right foot, engage your inner thighs. How slowly can you bring your left foot up and all the way to standing? Ooh, look at the slow motion going on. Nice work. Push into the heels, get nice and tall. Hands can be anywhere that supports you. We're going to try to make our way back down to that deer pose. Left foot steps back. Gently dropping until that knee touches the earth. Untuck your toes. We're thinking again about drawing that little semicircle. That right knee is going to sweep out to the side. I'm probably going to face backwards when I'm done this. I don't really know. Again, hands can come down to the mat at any point for support. We might start hands on hips, engaging the core. Float that right foot. Start to sweep it out. Ooh, my hand came down and plant it outside that left foot. Woo! How'd it go? I was facing backwards. Yeah, nailed it. Amazing. Cool. I'm going to combine a few of those now. Push into your left shin, lean it forward a bit. Lean over to the left. Float your right foot again. Sweep it forward. Plant that foot down. Reach your arms forward. So right now my right foot is planted, knee up to the sky. I'm going to lean it forward, push into your right foot, find that little lift of the bum. Then this time I want to see if we can come into a squat. Push, lean to the right. Left foot comes up. Wah! Nailed it. Are we just making things up? Correct. Excellent. Hands can come into the inner thighs if that feels okay, or rest on the knees if that feels better. Inhale, lift your chest to your thumbs. Shoulder blades pull down the back. Gently push into the feet. Start to lift the glutes a few inches. Lift the chest. Push into the feet. Lift. One more time. Push, lift. And all the way up. Whew, nice work. Inhale, hands reach up. And just exhale up and get limp by your sides. It's a really inefficient way to get to standing. Good job.